It is rig building time, yo! So yeah, I'm still adding hash rate to my farm, even in a bear market. It makes no difference to me. All right, so finally got one person in here. Yo, to the person. And the person leaves. Nobody wants to hang out with me. I'm not cool enough. They don't like all the hardware here. This hardware is kind of intimidating. It is. I'd be intimidated with such hash rate. So let's go ahead and start taking a look at all the gear in here. So here are the Founders Editions 3060 Ti's. Some of these I've already had running for a little while. So I'll just be playing with them, plugging them in, letting them rip. I made sure that the triple fans do fit in here. They're a little bit tighter, but there is provision for them. So yeah, there's, if you would have seen me whenever I got this, I took this all apart. Cable managed a little bit over here too, so everything kind of looks like somebody gave a shit, and they're putting this together. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start plugging cards in. I'm going to start with my triple cards over here, my triple fan cards right over here in the end. All right, so they do have the locks on the board. Help hold the cards in just in case you end up standing these things up on end. They will have the provision to be able to do so. Just like that, and then I think I have to take my. I'm not even sure if I can reach that. Oh my god! There we go. Can I reach the lock? There we go. So I have to actually dig down into the underneath the thicker GPU with my pinky in order to flip the lock on there. The case did come with the screws to hold the GPU in place so that you can properly secure it. And let me grab my screwdriver. Uh-oh, somebody's knocking and they did not call, I think. Hey, I'm live streaming right now. Give me like 45 minutes-ish. Yeah, problem. Thank you. All right. And it looks like the bar for the GPU is at the correct provisional height. Holes are actually lined up nicely on the bracket too. I'll go ahead and drop the 2 screws into the bracket like I usually do. Helps more for like whenever you're like moving everything around. And I'll take the GPU and I'll kind of slide it back to the back plate on the GPU away from the fans. It helps, one, stand the GPU up. It helps align it a little bit better. And then 2, it also helps with spacing between that and the next GPU. And then what I'll end up doing here, let's see here. Alright, so because I got the 2 8-pins here, I'm also going to take a splitter off of this, if it'll let me. And then I now have the 2 plugs that I need for the top on here. Now normally I don't do this, you guys know how I harp on this, but doing the research on the cabling is thick enough, it's a short enough of a run also, and The 3060 Ti's do not pull a whole lot of wattage, so I'm not particularly worried that I'm gonna, between the riser power and the GPU power, that I'm gonna pull too much. These are, like I said, low power cards. I only recommend doing what I'm doing on low power cards, 6600s. If you end up getting the junky fucking 6500s or the 3050, you know, those type of cards, yeah, you can get away with riser power and GPU power together, because all together you're not pulling a whole lot. Yeah, I like this to keep my my runs around 150 watts, but on server power supplies, they are rated to go much, much higher. I gotta. All right, cool. I got that. Cool. So, and you also got to kind of start planning out whenever you're putting these style cases together. Start planning how you're positioning wires and all that good stuff. Now, no matter how you look at it, these GPUs are going to live life a little close to each other, but being in a server case, not so much of an issue. There we go. Plugged all the way in. Reach my pinky finger to lock. Ouch. Oh. Oh, God. There we go. Got it. Woohoo! Now, put some screws up into this bitch. Now, if you did have custom coolers on here, you can get slimline coolers if you were willing to have somebody make it for you. And you can have some pretty trick coolers put onto these things and run them with no fan provisions necessary. Under normal circumstances, that would be just fine. But not necessary thing to have while mining. And I'm kind of sitting here, and while I'm doing all of this, I'm trying to tuck wires to kind of promote airflow. So I've got both of these are long enough to kind of tuck behind the first one, where I'm not so worried about airflow coming onto the back side of the card. I'd rather have it directed right down the center of them, which will be just fine. Bam. There we go. We're locked in. Now these Founders Editions are going to look like toys next to these AIB ones. This is hilarious. Hey, what's going on, peeps? Since I see a few people rolling on in, give me one moment. I'm going to secure this, and I'll walk back up over to my computer real fast. All right, let's see who's all joining up in the chat here.
All right. I don't know why, but NVIDIA broadcast crashed. Damn you! So you guys were probably able to hear me no problem while I was at the table, but not up over here. Thank you. Thank you. So good afternoon, John Germain, since you didn't hear me. Got Jason the Tiger Osborne. Did you miss anything good? No, because there was no audio while I was sitting here, so I was talking to myself. Yay, what's going on, Leo Hashcoin? Yep. NVIDIA broadcast crashed on me. No idea why. Usually it's been running fine, but it crashed. So I just had to reboot it for whatever reason. So I got my 3060 Ti rig build over here. I've got 5 of them had already been mined on. 3 of them are still new in the box. It's an OctoMiner board with a 2400 watt power supply on there. Non-OctoMiner case, but it looks like an OctoMiner case. So I was going to get this all kitted out and get this bad boy up and hashing, guys. So you guys didn't miss much. I only plugged in 3 of them. I mean, it's pretty much going to be a plug and play and boot it up and find it in Hive and tune it. So this should be this video might be a short one, might be an hour long. I'm going to try to keep it within the hour time range. So without any further ado, thank you, Jason. Thank you. They are fucking everywhere. I have seen them on non-crypto channels too now. So it's not just crypto related. I have seen it on, and it's always like these fucking weird Russian names with this like dot fucking weird VOP or VORY, whatever. Don't ever fucking go to them. God, pisses me off. Tell you what. But thank you, Tiger. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Let's go back to the build. Got that one in. I got to get the last one on this side, which will be one of these bad boys right here. And this thing uses laptop RAM, so I don't think it's really going to be much of an issue. It's basically it's a mobile APU in here. So it's hard to heat. Hey, no way to actually lock this. We got the APU cooler in the way. I mean, I know once I screw it down, it's not going to be an issue, but the thing I have is even long enough for it once I go out the garage. But I think the two screws on the front of this will. Become one with the. Organize this thing here. I like how that's one thing I like about the cases too, man. It's like you get such a better clean look on there. But I have had people, ask me, hey, Ethereum's not going to be mineable soon. Should I think of like get rid of all my stuff? And I'm like, sure, I'll buy it off of you for a discount. Love this. Satisfying little plumbing does. It is pain actually. I don't recommend everybody to just keep buying mining gear, keep if you're sitting at expensive power, it's like you might not be in the right position to be mining coming here soon. You might be the person that is either going to put their equipment away temporarily, so the mining market kind of returns a little bit, or you're going to be selling your now. I myself, I've positioned myself in a pretty good spot where it's not so much of an issue for me to mine. Even in a bear market, just because of how, like I said, how I've positioned myself. So that's not everybody's situation. I actually can open up some GPUs. Those two I have in there. But you're sitting at, mining your 20 cents plus kilowatt hour, these bear markets are going to kill it. That is not the main goal. But if you got anything under, 10 cents or lower, you'll be able to hang on in a bear market a lot better. But buying graphics cards and such, with the way that the crazy market is, that is up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to buy, what to not, all that stuff. So, hold on. Here I see question. Hey, what's going on, Goblin? Hey, why is it doing that? No, I did not. I'm glad it doesn't show anything interesting on there. Whoops. I thought I hit the button. I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit the button next to the button that I hit.
damn it! It don't bother me none. There's nothing there that you guys can that's worth seeing. So, but yep, I'm just sitting here populating the GPUs in here. Nothing special, guys. You're not missing anything big. So, like I was saying, mining in a bear market like we are right now, with ETH going proof of stake here soon. I get a lot of questions lately, you know, hey, should I be mining in today's day and era, or should I be just buying crypto and hodling? And I'm like, it's hard to really say in the market we have right now. I don't necessarily recommend if you're to be mining away if you're just starting up. I would say just build a good gaming rig. You know, don't be sitting here trying to buy to put together a full mining rig unless you're scaling like I am. If you can scale, then you're trying to be the most competitive in the market. That's it. So because I'm scaling, the more I can put in, the more efficient equipment that I can put in, the better. So that's my take on why I'm putting this together. You know, it's like some people will be like, hey, it's a bear market, why build? I know people that are looking at, you know, they're like, hey, I'm just going to take advantage of the high market price on all the GPUs, sell now, buy back in later. Everybody's got their own plan, their own master plan, and I can't really help you figure out what the right course of action is for you. I can tell you what I'm doing, and you see what I'm doing, which is building. I have a GPU addiction, and I love to get more hash rate. Am I going to be worried about a upcoming bear market? Oh, fuck no. Because like I'll deal with it then, you know. I'm not going to worry about things until it happens. Because you don't know what you're right now. You'd be only guessing what the playground is going to be when it comes down to it. God, this looks so clean, guys. I love this. Oh. And this one I got just this morning, guys. So go ahead and open up this bad boy here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to this lock either. They did not make that provision proper. They should have made it to where it had a tab that came out to the back side of it, so that you can actually like get a tool down in there to actually hit the lock. Oh, I got it. And I just got it on the other one too. Okay. That's going to be a pain in the ass to take off. I might regret doing what I just did. One I need is to the right of me. Here we go. I need this goofy little plug. Now these things, these F Founders Editions, these things are fucking baller. I don't care what anybody wants to say. These things I like. But you are going to pay the piper to try to get your hands on them now. I am going to let you know that right now. If you're like, hey, I want to get some of those, that looks amazing. Yeah, I'll let you know right now, I paid the piper. Alright, so that's nice and clean, guys. Yo, that is really clean. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a look inside of this. Let me collapse my stand just a little bit. Alright, so nice and clean, guys. You got the fans up, the Delta fans right up in front here. 4 of them, 2 per chamber. You'd be surprised on how much airflow you're really getting with these Deltas. And then you get 2 handles on each side to turn it around. And then from here, you can see the, get my cables untangled here. You can see how the openings for bringing fresh air, the graphics cards are pulled back so that air will actually come in through these holes too. All the way across, you got your Ethernet port up in here with the motherboard, and then you got all your USBs that you can plug in, or you can plug in M.2 into the motherboard itself. So not bad, guys, not bad at all. Nice build on this. The build quality on the cage, on the server case, is really nice. I will give them a good score on putting this together. I think it's nice. It's got 2 screws right in the back side here to hold the case shut. You want to make sure you always run your server cases with the lid shut. This way the Delta fans will do their job. I've seen so many people not running them right. And it's like, people, you know that you kind of need to have that in there. And they're like, no, man, I put a box fan on here. And I'm like, why? And they're like, hey, I don't have any Delta fans, and I don't like the noise on them. And I'm like, you shouldn't have gotten a server case. They're designed to have the Delta fans in them. All right. So, aluminum. No, it's steel. It's a magnet. Magnet sticks to it. It is not cheap aluminum, boys.
Remember, magnets don't stick to aluminum. So it is. Oh yeah. Wish you could afford. Jason's like, I wish I could afford to do a GPU rig. Living on disability sucks. It certainly does. That's why, it's like me, Mikkel, Doge Lord, all of us, we always recommend DCAing, dollar cost averaging. It's not so much how much, let me dish out a bunch of money right now, and deploy a lot of capital in the mining, but you can sit there. It's a slower road. It's like, and I don't know your age either, but it's like, it's not like I got to where I'm at today out of the blue. I'm in my 40s, so it's like I've got a lot of years of working. I've got a lot of years of saving. and just a lot of years of overall knowledge and a drive for, having that drive for an actual hustle. So, but let's get on to the next thing. I got to plug this thing into 220. And you're going to notice something here I'm going to show you. So what I'm going to show you guys here is I'm going to show you a standard 110 plug, right? Well, electricity doesn't care what your plug looks like. It just needs to know where your hots are, where your neutral is, where ground is, all that good stuff. But on 220, you get 2 hots and a ground, guys. That's all you get. 2 hots and a ground. And if you see here, I've got another thing where I can plug this into, right. And now I can plug this into my Tripp Lite server rack mount fucking 220 power. It doesn't matter the cable you use to it. The only thing that matters is making sure you got the right gauge of wire to go on it for the amount of power you're going to pull through it. But what's nice about 220 is, let's say, I'm just going to give a random number, okay? So let's say this cable, I know this cable came from, this is from a 1,000-watt power supply, this cable, okay? So that means that the power and what the original neutral was is that it's got to be able to handle the 1,000 watts worth of power. So the gauges are made for they're gauged for 1,000 watts. So in 220, you get 2 hots and a ground. Knowing that the cable's got to be rated for 1,000 watts on 110, you can double it on 220. So this is now a 2,000 watt 220 cable worth of power because you're splitting the load on there. Now you've got you can pull more through the same cable, and this is how I'm going to be hooking this up to my 220. Golden, that's funny. It's like, oh, I got 2 live streams and Discord streaming. Nice. Goblin, it's like, I am uncertain, but I think the 2 miners eat the BTC mining is working through Hive. Yeah, you could pretty much with Hive, you can configure it to mine anywhere. So all Hive is Linux with all the variations and flavors of different mining programs for what hardware you are going to use to what algorithm you're going to mine on. So if you can configure it, you can mine there. I don't really mine too much through 2 miners except for ETC with my Antminers. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got going on with 2 miners. But so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this up into the mining room here, and I got to figure out how I want to set this up. Give me 1 second, guys. And during that one moment, you guys can look at the rig, because I know it's so sensual. So sensual. I think I'll put it right up over there. It's not going to be pretty until I get my my next mining rack. I got to get another rack to put all this stuff down on.
So it's going to have a temporary home. And I've already got Hive OS loaded up on the USB. So I've already pre-done that. So now all we got to do is just flip this bitch on. Ooh, oh God, this thing's heavy. It's the only drawback of mining hardware is this shit gets heavy. Ugh. And I'm going to need some Ethernet cable here. And I need my power cable. It's not going to be pretty, but it's temporary. I'm going to fix it this week. I guess I can have you guys see what I'm doing in the mining room. Let me change camera positioning here. Ugh. You guys are going for a ride. Going for a ride, guys. As you can see there, I just kind of got it standing up. All three of those rigs that are on the floor right there, I've got to put onto a server. I'll eventually put them into server cases, but I need to get another shelving unit in there so that I can just put that all up against the wall and just kind of organize everything. It's much needed. Let me make some room so I can get in here. And, all right. I just noticed that my 6600 rig just turned off. You're gonna be an asshole? You look like you're gonna be an asshole. Yep. Oh, it just turned on right away. Wow. All I did is flip the switch on there, power it up right away. All right, let's see how. Sign out of this one. Give me one moment, guys. I gotta sign into the account that I had it all pointed to. All right, so this probably will take a few moments.
Before before Hive sees the rig, because it's got to do that first time boot up thing. I'm like waiting for it here. It's like, come on, rig. Oh, I don't even know if it's on. Hold on here. Yeah, so I see GPUs have got lights on them. Hope I don't have to like open this thing up and like figure out why it doesn't want to configure. Not sure if this has onboard graphics. Hey, there it is. I see it. Oh. And let's go ahead and switch over. Yo. Hey, what's going on, Yuki? What up, what up? Running out of room? Never. What? Never, never, never. Yep, we have success here, fellas. Let me go ahead and make a quick flight sheet for this thing. I try to keep my flight sheets separate so I'm not affecting more than one rig. Do some of that beautiful red miner team red miner action. Quick fun fact: did you know that AMD used to be Team Green, and that Nvidia used to be Team Red? Oh, it used to be the other way around. I don't know how well this thing is going to mine on Monero, but we are about to find out. Question: should I be seeing my mining progress from BTC address or from a ETH address I mined from previously? It depends on that's a really vague question, Goblin. So if you're mining to NiceHash from Hive, you're going to be putting in your BTC address because that's basically your signature for your miner. If you're mining directly to Ethereum, you can use a former address that you've mined from previously. It doesn't matter. You can mine from to a wallet address that you originally made, a while back. From two miners, from two miners, I don't really mine too much on two miners myself. The only thing I mine on two miners is is ETC with my ASICs. So I mine directly Ethereum Classic. So I don't get any other payout other than Ethereum Classic. But it should have in there from two miners, if you're opting to get paid in Bitcoin, you're going to get paid out in Bitcoin, and in whatever coin you're mining currently at that time, I think goes into that pool for your payout. So it depends on how it's set up, but I've not played with it, to be honest. So you might have to mine to your old address until you get that last payout and then switch over, or it will eventually pay you out everything. But I would sit there and say, if you never set up the account to do it that way in the first place, then I would say you're probably going to have to finish up mining on your old address if there's a payout pending and you just haven't hit the threshold. That will be mostly because you're still mining Ethereum. You're just opting into getting another payout. That's all. Yo, what's good? What's good? Jump change. RTX 3050 hash rates leaked. I just dropped a short on it. Yeah, I heard about that too. 12.5 mega hash at 73 watts. That is disgusting. 73 watts. I'm sorry, but I will fucking take my 3080, my RX 580s, an RX 580 8 gig will do 75 watts at 32 mega hash. It's fucking disgusting. My 6600 XTs, 55 watts, 32 to 33 mega hash. Oh, it's just as bad as the what was it? The 6500. The 6500 was it is a Gen 4 PCIe by 4 because it was designed for a laptop, not for desktop usage. The stuff that these GPU manufacturers are pulling is fucking bullshit. And unfortunately, we are at the fucking mercy of these people. It's disgusting. I don't like it. Not one bit, people. Put huge pages on. We're going to do this. All right. Apply sheet. Create flight sheets. Yes. I'm going to go back over to my miner here. Flight sheet here with Team Red Miner. I'm going to hit this little rocket thing here. And I would show that, but it shows my wallet address, so I'm not really big about showing wallet addresses. So, but bam, here we go, guys. Here we go. We got an Octominer board going on, guys. So I'm gonna put my little special sauce on this, which will be my glorious overclocks. So and then once I get this going, we will talk about the board itself, what it's equipped with here. So we're going to put a sweet negative 200 on this core. I don't play with the memory voltages at all, but I will play with the core clock, the memory clock on there, which I will put this at 2600, fellas. We're gonna start you off with 75 watts, and I'm gonna put 130. I'll do 130 watts on that. So negative 200 on the core, 2600 on the memory, 75% fan, 130 on the power limit, and save. So now we're going to be putting that right across the board, guys. Now I know we've got a out of date driver, so the first thing I'm going to do here also is, oh wow, the rig crashed. Let me go ahead and reboot this thing. Hold on, guys. So I'm rebooting the rig. It's probably going to act a little stupid on me because of the fact that things are a little out of date. I don't think that these drivers, the 460.91.03 was a driver that was good for the 3060 Ti's. I forget. So this thing has a Celeron 1037U, which is their mobile variant. That's hilarious. You think you got the Ronas? Oh no. Coming back. I kind of want to try to do an update on this. You will not. Come on. Oh, come on. I'm going to be irritated if I got to do anything with this motherboard, too, before it fucking will start hashing also, but damn. There we go. I just want to update the driver. So I sit here, copy, pasta, enter. All right. Now we're updating the drivers real quick for this so that we get the maximum hash rate, maximum performance out of these 3060 Ti's. I should be able to get into the ballpark of about 62 to 63 mega hash each on there for right around 120 to 130 watts. Right, so it will have turned all of that off. All right, so I wouldn't worry about the Rona at all. I've already had Rona. Fucking the original variant sucked. This last the Omicron isn't shit. I had fucking 2 days that I fucking just felt like run down. Like I wanted to stay in bed all day, like, you know, like you are when you're normally sick, you know, you just kind of want to stay in bed. First time, whenever I had gotten Rona, I gotten Rona right as I came back from Costa Rica a couple years ago. Went right before the U.S. went underneath the first bit of lockdown. Right? So I had 3 days that if I tried to lay down, it felt like I was being fucking waterboarded. Like I was just drowning in mucus. So I ended up sleeping right here, right behind me, sitting up. It was the only way that I could, like, it felt like I could breathe. My sleep was like shit. But it wasn't bad. I've had much worse. That was, man, my throat was fucking raw with Omicron. Raw. And I think some of that, the one thing that I noticed is that whenever I had Omicron, that my sinuses were constantly like draining down the back of my throat. You know, it's what they call post-nasal drip. And once I got the post-nasal drip under control, my throat wasn't so sore. But yeah, sore throat lozenges are going to be your best friend. I didn't get, well, because I'd already had COVID at right at the beginning of the whole pandemic. Whenever I got Omicron, it was like a 2-week cold for me. And whenever I used to smoke cigarettes, I used to get bronchitis. And fucking, if anybody's had bronchitis before, you will know that, yeah. Damn, this thing's still updating. Updating the driver still. See? It's updating still. This is why there's times where I just like cut the video. Like at this point, it's like, okay, guys, you know it's gonna mine. So do you guys got any comments or questions about setting stuff up on Hive? Do you have any questions about the server case that I was using, all that good stuff? Yo, what's up, Crypto Dave? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? While we're sitting here and waiting, you know. Oh, it takes so long. Like, come on. Finish updating. I hope that the rig didn't just crash again. Oh, yeah. I feel you on that one. I remember those days many moons ago when I went to automotive school at the local community college. This is the part that just takes absolutely fucking forever. And I'm hoping that the rig didn't just crash. Really hoping that the rig didn't just crash out. But usually it closes this page out right here. If it crashes, it usually closes this out with it because it terminates the terminal. Come on. Oh, this is painfully slow. I don't know why. I hope it has nothing to do with this 1037U mobile at fucking 1.8 gigahertz. Oh my god, it's so slow! It's so slow. This processor is so horrible. I know, right, Jason? Crypto Dave. Unless you're looking to get a degree out of welding, you can learn a lot about welding right off of YouTube. And then go to Harbor Freight or any other cheap place and get yourself like a cheap Chicago Electric welder. Non-gas, but you can get the flex core wiring and fucking just practice. Crypto Dave, these are all non-LHRs. Man, I wonder if it actually crashed or hung up right here. Man, oh! It's doing stuff. It started doing stuff. It's uncompressing what it just downloaded. It's taking forever. A little Chicago Electric welder works on 110. So just make sure you're not using your microwave in your dorm room. And if you're going to do it in your dorm room, okay, you're also going to want to make sure that any of the hot splatters are contained, because that's what's gonna piss off your the people at your dorm room. Oh no, Max Koizo is live, huh? I'll catch him in a little bit. Thank you, Goblin. I love watching Max Kaiser. He is a OG of Bitcoin maximalism at its finest. At its finest. I love. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. But the dorm rooms aren't even in the dorm rooms. The beds aren't yours, but I'm sure you could weld a fucking nut to it or something like that. Every time you bring a lady home, you weld a nut to the frame. It's college life. Yo, Dodge Lord Coffee. If do you enjoy coffee? Do you like to get your drip on? Well, you might enjoy a taste of Doge Lord Coffee from DogeLordCoffee.com. Don't delay. Brew today. Nice. Just you'll have to figure out that when your mom asks. just tell any of your beds, but your buddies, be like, this is a bed of conquest. Oh yeah, Doge Lord Coffee, delicious to the last drip. Oh yeah. Good times. Oh, it's still doing stuff. We are getting places. It's like starting to do it. Starting to get there. We're getting somewhere. Oh, excuse me. It's just gonna be slow. Oh. I've pretty much already put the good sauce on here. I'm just kind of upgrading the rig right now so that I can get it the hash right. So I'm putting in the latest drivers on it, and then I'm going to go ahead and update Hive, and then it should be good to go. This is like the longest update ever. This fucking CPU has the potential of a fucking potato. Oh, that's too funny, Doge Lord. Doge Lord's like, notches on the bed frame. They've learned what that means, your parents, Crypto Dave. Welded nuts on the frame? They'll never guess that. Uh-oh, we got a race. Can he cook dinner faster than this fucking potato can download and fucking update? Oh my god, yeah. Considering it's a 3rd gen Celeron 1037U. It's a fucking mobile APU, basically. You're mining on itself? No, it's basically a laptop CPU with laptop RAM. Macaroni and chili. Let's see. Yeah, a U, bro. Yes, Golden, it's a fucking U. You see? Right down here. CPU. A dual core. 1037. U. Hey now, Goblin. This is how it used to be back in the day. All computers took like you wanted to download the latest game, you downloaded it overnight and hoped that it was ready by the time you got up the next day. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's almost. It's almost. Yeah, you don't need anything fancy to fucking mine, really. At the end of the day, there's nothing really fancy needed. You need you. I had 8 GPUs rolling on a motherboard that had the very first generation of version 2. It had Gen 2 PCIe lane. Could be mining that dial up. Oh my god, no. Don't even joke like that. Yeah, this is the reason why we buy fancy stuff. And what's funny is this is basically the same thing that fucking Octominer is offering. Goblin to Jason, get off the phone. I'm mining Bitcoin. Hold on a moment, guys. I'm gonna go get something to drink while I'm waiting for paint to fucking dry. Not done yet? Jesus Christ. Yeah, dial up for stale share heaven. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god, this is kind of just a little painful to watch. Water is boiling. Yeah, still not there yet. Hey, Jason, don't give me fucking nightmares, man. I remember the 56K dial-up modems. Hell, I remember when you had to fucking take your phone and actually put it, hang it up onto the fucking modem. This way you can hear the. Uninstalling the previous installation with user bin NVIDIA uninstall. 2 days later. Yeah, there's always worse, Goblin. There's always something worse. We found it. It's this. And this Octominer board. God. Man, you guys are gonna watch paint dry with me. As long as the screen stays connected, I know it didn't crash at least. Oh my god. Jason, you send those to me, and I will makeshift a potato launcher to fire him back at you in pieces. And then I'll send them back to you in your dreams. I will haunt your dreams with slow, archaic dialogue. And I figured out the my gaming issue. So it's the problem that we were having last night with me playing Cyberpunk being oversaturated in white, like the brightness was turned up all the way on it. Well, it's the fact that the game has HDR, and I had HDR settings set on my computer also. So the two together was like getting an oversaturation event with OBS. I tested it this morning without going live, just so I think I figured it out. Oh, nice. So, all right, guys. I think I won't force you guys all to watch this, because yeah, this is like watching paint fucking dry now. And I know I got somebody that'll be coming by here in a little bit, so I'm going to cut this video off, guys. Definitely smash that Lizzie like button, guys. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good shit. And if you got any comments or questions, certainly leave them down below. I usually respond to as many of them as I possibly can. No. I'm not admitting defeat, Crypto Dave. I just know that I'm like looking at the time, and I know I got somebody that's going to be wanting to come by. I'm here in a little bit, so there's yeah. I don't want to get interrupted in the middle of doing live stream with him coming back by, and I just had another person text me asking if it's cool to come hang out and stuff. So you can call it defeat. I'm just saying that I'm not going to make you guys watch paint dry. I have no idea how long this is going to be. How is this? I will time it from right now. So for where I'm at in cool standard time, I will call it 5:11. So I will. Yep, there's a cat in my lap. And then I will, on my next video, I will let you know how long it took for it to get all updated, and you'll probably be eating long before this thing is done updating. So, with that being said, guys, definitely like, subscribe, all that good shit, and I'll be going live on DCA Adventure on the YouTubes also at 9 p.m. Pool Standard Time with the Friday shenanigans and all that good stuff. So I'll definitely see you on the next one. YOLO and stay savage. Yo.